Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, non-binaries from other refineries, welcome to the most serious and reliable, credible and professional pro wrestling podcast in town. The Derp! We bring you the latest happenings in the world of professional wrestling every single week. That's right. And each week we pose to you, the tuner inners, the listeners and the viewers out there, the main event question. But first, what the fuck is going on? What is this place? What do you mean it's years old? I know it's years old. You know it takes me at least 7 years to do something. This studio was made years ago. Look, I've got Columbo on the TV. That's how far back we're going with this motherfucker. Anyway, but first, what is a tuner inner? Well, that's you. You're a tuner inner, so thank you. And as a tuner inner, it is your duty to leave a 5-star review on whatever platform you're listening or watching this on, if that's even possible, if I'm even allowed on iTunes anymore, or Spotify, or wherever the fuck people... Where do people listen to podcasts these days? YouTube? Good, because that's where this is going to be, mostly. Suplex that like button. And suck my balls. I mean, no, don't do that. Suplex that like button if you're on YouTube. Just give it a little tap and see what happens. But the main event question, today's main event question, and once again, the whole gimmick of this podcast is every single week we have a main event question for the tuner inners to answer. Because this is a one-man show. So I need feedback from you guys. And the question's this, ladies and gentlemen. Main event question, look at that, beautiful. The main event question is, who's your favourite wrestler? Inspired by my good friends Matt McCarthy and Vince Averill over at We Watch Wrestling Podcast. Since this is episode 000, like Triple H, but it's 000. You know, because it's a wrestling podcast. Who's your favourite wrestler? So, if you do want to answer this question, all you have to do is leave a comment below, motherfuckers. Simple. We did get some answers early because a gimmick for web subs and indeed YouTube members will be you'll get the question directly after this episode. For the next episode, so you get to answer it first. So I might have some answers to look at the end of this episode, but feel free, leave your answer now, be as detailed as you like, or give fuck all information, just the name. For example, watch this, Papa Shango, 2 words, simple, but you can give me information on why this person's your favourite wrestler. Excuse me, it's roasted in here. But yes, you can send your answers early into the show each week if you're a web sub or a YouTube member. It's that simple. Visit thereactionroom.com for more information and be on the lookout for the Derp Live also, which might be exclusive to web subs, YouTube members, and potentially Twitch subscribers over on my channel, DeadEndOld. And be sure to follow me on the old Twitter X machine. DeadEnd_end_old. Most wrestling podcasts are pointless and stupid. Well, folks, this is the most pointlessest and stupidestest. So, let's go on with the thing! The show! I'm still getting used to WWE being on Netflix. Obviously, the change happened in January this year when that... Some might say beautiful moment, some might say sad moment, where Hulk Hogan came out and got booed out the fucking building. And now he is no longer with us. R.I.P. I cannot believe Hulk Hogan is dead. Honestly, I was in Ireland when the news broke, and one of my friends sent me a message, shout out to Stephen Arthur. And he's like, Hulk Hogan dead. I was like, what? Can't believe it. Still seems very surreal. But yeah, WWE on Netflix. Where is it now? Yeah, what's happening? Does anyone fucking know? ESPN is a thing, apparently. Is this in America? Americans are like, where the fuck am I going to watch my wrestling? But Netflix for us in Europe, or the rest of the world, I guess, it isn't America. It's super easy to watch. I haven't watched any in a while. The last thing I watched, WWE-wise, I think it was SummerSlam. Nat's been very busy over the summer. She had a show at the Edinburgh Fringe, the largest arts festival in the world. So she was busy in rehearsals, and it was a 2-week show. And it just so happened it was the SummerSlam weekend when she was not available. She was doing her show, and she got stuck in traffic on the way back because this fucking, what's his name? Spider-Man. What's that cunt's name? Can't remember. They're filming in Glasgow, or they have been filming in Glasgow for quite some time. But SummerSlam happened, so I just decided I'm going to watch it like a normal person. Put my feet up on the couch, big TV, and take it all in. Instead of recording a reaction because I was by myself. But I did watch, we had some Discord web subs in the chat with me at the same time. That was fun. Shout out to all you guys that watched SummerSlam with me over 2 nights. 2 nights of fucking SummerSlam. I don't think I can handle 2 nights of wrestling all the time. It feels like it's going to be a regular thing. How long before the Royal Rumble becomes a 2-night event? Answers on a postcard, send them in to suck my balls. Travis Scott, how about him? Actually, wait, hold on. I was waiting to see whatever happened to Travis Scott. I don't know. I feel like that whole... I need to get... Someone answer me. Comment right below right now, and I'll read it out in the next episode. My simple question, apart from the main event question, who's your favourite wrestler? My simple question is, what the fuck happened with Travis Scott? Is it still a thing in the WWE? Does anyone know? I feel like it got very confusing. But bigger news than that, the end of SummerSlam, fucking Brock Lesnar turned up. And Nat was there that second night, and I swear, I don't know what happened. I heard the music. I think most people had this reaction. I was a massive Brock Lesnar mark. Like, people that know me know that I'm a Lesnar fan. But obviously not since the whole incidents have happened that we don't really know too much about. But the unfortunate, horrendous news. This is why I've delayed this podcast so many times. Anytime I feel like, let me start a wrestling podcast, I'll have some fun. And then the most awful shit happens. Especially in WWE. Vince McMahon, Lesnar, all sorts of bollocks. Johnny Laurinaitis, Janelle Grant. You know what I'm talking about. So it's been pretty fucking hard to be a WWE fan sometimes. But anyway, I'm back. Here I am with my Dean Ambrose hat on from 2016. This is my most comfortable hat that I wear. I wear it all the time because I love it. But I was at AEW on, where was it? Wednesday, just last week. I went to AEW, me and Nat Maskio went to AEW in Glasgow. And I was like, I can't fucking go to the show with this hat on. Like, well, I know I'm a fucking psychopath, but I'm not that much of a fucking psychopath. Like this dickhead turning up with my Dean Ambrose fucking, all right, Moxley. But to be fair, listen, I do have a Dean Ambrose tattoo. Okay? I was a big Dean Ambrose fan. And then I was there when Double or Nothing, I was at that show when he walked right past me. I was like, pointing at the Dean Ambrose sign. And then so I got this immediately afterwards with Mox. So I mean, I don't think it's that big a deal. It was quite funny because I met him on the Jericho Cruise after I drank the Sea Dry. But he was in a conversation at the bar with MVP. And I walked up and I was like, hey, what's happening? And I showed him my tattoos. I was like, I got this when you were Dean Ambrose. And his face was just like, I was like, but then I got this when he was like, oh, I'm sorry, man. I was like joking, it's fine, I don't give a fuck. But he looked quite, he was like, sorry, oops. But anyway, yes, somebody tell me what the fuck's happening with Travis Scott and what the fuck's happening with Brock Lesnar. There we go. Has Brock Lesnar been back on WWE television since SummerSlam? I haven't watched, but I will be finding out this week because I'm going to watch Clash in Paris. That's right, I'll be hopefully live streaming that on Sunday. So feel free to tune in on the YouTube. What else has been happening? Karrion Kross is gone. I thought it was maybe a work at first, like a lot of people, but fuck me. I like Karrion Kross. It's a shame they couldn't find anything to do with the guy. But that sucks. AEW Dynamite and Collision in Glasgow was fun. Had a good time. But that went to the Crown Plaza, which is just next to the, like, it's literally like 60-second walk from the Hydro. Went to the Crown Plaza and we got some food and we're sitting there and Nat looks, she's like, I think that's a wrestler. I turn around and it's fucking Big Bill. I was like, that's him. Yeah. And I was like, imagine I walked up to him and went, what kind of dickhead move would this be? Walk up to him and be like, hey, what have we got over here? I think I'm fucking Enzo Amore. But Big Bill was in the plaza happily taking photographs with anyone that wanted one, which was cool. Me and Nat were just eating our food and having a few drinks. The Ace was in Glasgow. Tanahashi. I was trying to rack my brains. I don't think I've ever seen Tanahashi wrestle live before, so that was a treat. During the Mox, I haven't watched the back yet, but during the Mox match, what was it? I can't remember what it was. Was it 3 versus 3 or something? I can't remember. I was pretty drunk, but and I've got aphantasia. Drink. I'm on the water just now. Yeah, so fucking, I screamed your da sells Avon at John Moxley, which was fun. Parky, shout out to Parky. I bumped into Parky. Check out Parky. He's on Twitch. Parky streams. He streams like most fucking wrestling things. Like, what's he got on his Twitch? Let's have a look. It's definitely, I think it's Parky streams on Twitch. Yeah, all one word. Parky streams. Last live 2 days ago. Says in his bio, your Nan's favourite wrestling streamer. But bizarrely enough, I literally bumped into him at the pisser. Went to the toilet and I literally bumped into him. I was like, oh, sorry man. And he was like, oh, sorry. I was like, oh, it's you. So we went to have a drink together at the bar, or at least buy drinks at the bar. And as I was doing a piss, Edge, I kept saying Edge, Adam Copeland's music hit. Cope's music hit. And I was like, doing a piss. And I was like, I was at the Rumble. I'll go to the bar. It was a bit quieter at the bar when that was happening. But it was a good show. I enjoyed it. I haven't seen any of the stuff from the weekend. The O2. Any good? Thumbs up, thumbs down? Let me know. Is it worth a watch? Like I said, the next thing I'll be watching is onwards is going to be probably, I might check out SmackDown at some point at the weekend. And then Sunday, I believe it is Sunday, in France. So we'll be on at an earlier time, which is good. But yeah, at the bar, as Cope came out, that was pretty random. Didn't expect it. Oh yeah, and a shout out, I met Tony Schiavone. Like, he was, people were getting pictures with him, photographs during his commentary. And I was like, Tony! Because I've got my Tony Schiavone tattoo. That's right. If Tony Schiavone was a wrestler, he'd be my favourite wrestler. On this arm, I've got Tony Schiavone tattooed that. I said Vegas. I think it was at Double or Nothing. The first one. And then I got it done between then and All Out, the first All Out. Was it All Out or All In? Can't remember what the fuck it was called. All Out in Chicago. And so I walked up to him. I had like 5 empty beers in my hand. And I walked up to Tony. I was like, Tony! And he just looked at me and he's like, looked at everybody and he was like, I thought this guy was dead! Which is awesome. But that fucking FTR, that's right, FTR, one of my favourite tag teams. FTR and Brodito. The Torito, what? FTR versus Brodito match was unbelievable. I loved it. I thought it was tremendous. The crowd weren't in it as much as I was. I completely lost my voice. I've still got not much of a voice, but I've been singing at the weekend and screaming. But worth checking that out. Not Tony Schiavone, Tony Storm in Tartan. Oh. All I'm going to say is, jeez. But Collision had Takeshita versus Ishii. Amazing. Loved it. But we had to beat the traffic on the way back. So we left during the Young Bucks match. A lot of people did, actually. Just because it was going on too fucking late. But it was good. Good show. I think what we should do now... But remember, fucking write in the comments, who's your favourite wrestler? Answer. Get it in. I'm just going to have a quick look. This is going to be a short... Well, I was going to say it's going to be a shorter episode. I was going to want it to be like 15 minutes long, but you know me, I talk absolute bollocks. Let me just check what's happening in the old derp sheets. DeadEndOld Rasslin podcast. Oh Jesus, this goes a flashbang in my face. Come on. Let me check the derp sheets right about now. Here we go. There we go, the derp sheets. There's our headlines, literally from the Wrestling Observer. AEW and WWE stars attend Newcastle versus Liverpool game together. What? Thanks, Dave. Who is it? Oh, it's a weirdly horrendous picture of Sami Zayn. What the fuck is that for? Sami Zayn, is that Pac? Looks like Pac for the side. An AEW star and WWE star attended the soccer game together on Monday during a Premier League match between Newcastle United and Liverpool. Took place in Newcastle one time. Yeah, Pac. What's happening with Pac? What's he up to these days? What's Pac up to these days? WWE SmackDown viewership down against NFL preseason games. Who gives a fuck? Will Ospreay releases statement following AEW Forbidden Door angle. I have no idea what happened. Probably shouldn't be looking at this actually because I'll get spoilers, but let me know. AEW star stuck in United Kingdom following Forbidden Door. Why? What's happened there? AEW launching new merchandise collaboration. The fuck is this? 1999? Why is my phone making noises? Wait, what's happening? AEW launching new merchandise. Okay, let me click this. What's the collaboration? Is it Pokemon? No, it's United Soccer League. I don't even know what that is. Interesting. Is it though? Slow news week so far. Oh yeah, that's right. Naomi. Congratulations to Naomi. Could have been preggers. Kind of fucked the match though at Clash in Paris. See what happens. Who's stuck in the... Oh, it's Queen Amanita. Or Aminata, sorry. I always say Amanita. Aminata. The AEW star pose of it. What happened? Why? Her backpack was stolen one day prior. Brian, get off my fucking... But Monday revealing she's still in the United Kingdom. Her backpack was stolen. Welcome to the fucking UK. Jesus Christ. Honestly. Alright, the derp sheets are looking pretty derpy this week, so we'll come back to them next week, shall we? And I kind of get this flashbang off my face. Thank you very much. Jesus fucking God, there we go. Whew. Anyway, like I said, it's the most professional, reliable wrestling podcast around. Is it really though? What kind of show would this be? I mean, you know, you got to love your wrestling journalists. Big up to the wrestling journalists. They get a hard time. I respect them all. What kind of show would this be if we didn't have our very own pro wrestling journalist lurking in the wings? Tuna Rinners, I give you the rag.
Ah, hello, backstage news and industry scoop lovers. It is I, the Rasslin Aggregate, or the Rag. My job is to provide 100% concrete speculation.
Aye, so the mask is a bit much, is it not?
No, it's Halloween.
No, it's not Halloween. What are you talking about? Anyway, I didn't realise when I reached out for people to fill the role of this, our very own insider, I never realised we'd get one fucking reply to the ad. And it's you. This is the first time I'm seeing you. What is this? Was this a joke?
Of course it's not a joke, Christopher. Seriously though, I used to be an anonymous before they kicked me out for getting too drunk.
Well, that's not good, is it?
I know. It was Alcoholics Anonymous. Look at your stupid wee face, Chris Pop. I'm only joking. But not really, because that actually did happen, though.
You know, I kind of wish I'd known all this before I heard you. I don't know what I was thinking. I like instant reactions, so... Sorry, tuner runners, this is what you're stuck with for the foreseeable future.
This is going to be the start of a beautiful relationship. I can feel it in my knob.
Okay, so what scoops have you got for us then?
Let me see. Ah, yes. CM Punk, real name Christopher Masters Punk, or something, has been spotted with a brand new tattoo.
Hold on.
It's a giant Pepsi logo in his upper left arm.
Has he not had that for fucking ages?
Ah, yes. Decades. I need new sauces. That's the last time I was in the loop. Sorry, Chris.
Sauces?
Yes, sauces. I need new sauces.
Sources?
No, sauces. But also sources. Do you know what? Hold on. Let me have a look.
Okay, go get some new sauces.
I shall. I'll sign up to Sean Ross Sapp's Patreon thing and Dave Meltzer's OnlyFans. I hear it's the best $5 in the business.
Dave Meltzer's an OnlyFans.
Signing up right now.
Before you go, who's your favourite wrestler?
It's the best in the world, of course. Shane McMahon.
Here comes the money!
Just one more thing, motherfucker.
Oh, what is it?
Nothing. I've just always wanted to say that. I see that you are a Columbo fan.
Isn't everyone? Look, multiple Columbo on the TV. What about Willow? Do you like Willow? I've got Willow on the telly as well.
I fucking love Willow. But Columbo's the reason I do what I do. I investigate.
Oh, really? Because you give me more of a Michael Myers vibe, to be honest.
Oh, Christopher, I'm nothing like Shrek. Anyway, I'm off to work.
And he's gone. What the fuck? The rag, ladies and gentlemen, get used to that. You have no idea what just happened. But, yeah! Great stuff! So, moving on quickly. Twitter news. Let's have a look at some Twitter news! Or X, as it's called now. I saw something just as I started, Nat picked up on something. That's right, it was Kelly Osbourne. Let's see. This is from Cultaholic Wrestling's Twitter saying, Ozzy Osbourne's daughter, Kelly, has criticised Becky Lynch's comments from last night's WWE Raw in Birmingham, England. In a segment with Nikki Bella, Becky Lynch said, "You can have your match, but in Paris at Clash, because I'm not wrestling in Birmingham. The only good thing that came out of here died a month ago." But in fairness to Ozzy Osbourne, he had the good sense to move to LA, a proper city. Because if I lived in Birmingham, I'd die too. Okay then, so Kelly Osbourne's upset at heel Becky Lynch going at it. What do you think? Any thoughts on that? Feel free to leave a comment below, as well as your favourite wrestler. I have a druth. I am dying right now. I don't know why. It's almost like I've been talking too much. I saw that. Oh, wait, hold on. What's this? ESPN website appears to have removed all coverage of AEW, says Dave Meltzer. Interesting. What else has been happening? Report John Cena's last match to take place on December 13th. Is that a Friday? Please be a Friday. That won't be a Friday. What am I talking about? Fucking idiot. Is it Friday? Aye. John Cena's going to have his last match on a Friday. Friday the 13th. Chris, you fucking dick. Anything else been happening in the Twitter realms? Not really. Not much. Not too much. WWE files trademark for Scott Dawson. Interesting. The Hollywood Reporter has ranked the top 10 wrestlers turned actors. This is last week, I think. Top 10. Number 10, Andre the Giant. Number 9, Jesse Ventura. Really? Predator, one of the greatest roles of all time, Blaine. Number 8, Paul White. That's a surprise. Paul White's in the top 10. Number 7, Hulk Hogan. Surprised he's not higher, to be honest. 6, Kevin Nash. I mean, Hulk, see what you want about Hulk Hogan, but what a great actor. Number 5, Adam Copeland. Number 4, Roddy Piper. Nice. 3, John Cena. 2 is Dwayne Johnson. And number 1 is Dave Bautista. I mean, I agree with Dave Bautista being the best actor. He's done so many good movies, so many good roles. And the last thing I'm going to look at on Twitter, this is from a couple of weeks back as well. It says WWE files trademarks on Slapjack and Thunderdome. Wait, what? Slapjack? Please, what? Slapjack's coming back? Slapjack? What? Look out for a Q&A section. At some point, if anyone wants to ask some questions, feel free. Like I say, it's going to be a bit of an interactive show. I need Rasslin fans to come in and tell me what's happening and give me their thoughts. But we're going to end this show with the main event question. And in case you forgot what it was, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, non-binaries from other refineries, the main event question, the very first main event question is, who's your favourite wrestler? Thank you to Vince, Evil and Matt McCarthy, who ask that very same question every single fucking week on their wrestling podcast, We Watch Wrestling. Actually, I was talking about that Ambrose hat earlier. My substitute hat for going to Dynamite and Collision last week was a We Watch Wrestling hat. The one we wore in LA for WrestleMania. I think Nat wore it. But alright, so as said before, as said prior, web subs and anyone with an eagle eye perhaps may have seen this question somewhere. So, main event question. Who's your favourite wrestler? Let's have a look at a couple of answers that we got sent in. Well, I always have to say we. That's the way this works. Alright, so the first ever answer to a main event question is Fakey Baby! And surprise, surprise to no one, if you know Fakey Baby, Fake Ass Twat says, Lita! And followed by, where the fuck is she, by the way? Well, she's over there, look. She's right over there for you. There's Lita. The bottom right of the screen, looking absolutely glorious in that Titantron. The Minitron. The fucking screen from 1988, it looks like I've got set up in here. Next answer to the main event question was Nixie! Nixie Nax over on the Twitchy Poo. Nixie says, female, Rhea Ripley, though I'm really loving Stephanie Van Queer, or Stephanie Van Queer, as I keep calling her. A lot of the female roster most definitely turned me Van Queer. There you go, Nixie. Vanker. Does anyone know how to say her name? I've heard it said 17 different times. And then Nikki Bella took the cake when she said it. What did she say? I can't even remember. But, yeah. Stephanie Vaquer, is it? Stephanie Vaquer? Stephanie Vaquer? Correct me. Male. Nixie's favourite male wrestler is Kevin Owens. Dude is funny, ballsy, and puts everyone over as well as not afraid to take one for the team. I hope his neck injury is fixable. Yes, love Kevin Owens. Everyone does, surely. Absolutely fantastic wrestler. Tremendous. One of the best. I mean, he's fucking for sure one of the best ever. Next up, Shawnee Boy. Shawnee Boy. There are many factors to one's favourite wrestler. Nationality is a major example. But that won't work for me, considering the only big wrestler of Scotland, Drew, is 1, a Rangers fan, and 2, from Ayrshire. So he's automatically ruled out. A bit harsh there, Shawnee Boy. Anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, your question. So's about the tangent. Yeah, fave wrestler, probs Punk. I don't know. Maybe Doink the Clown. Quang. Nah. Probs Punk. There you go. CM Punk. Says, Shawnee Boy, thank you for the submission. The early door. Hey, the web subs. The early web subs get the early thing. What am I trying to say? I need to start drinking next time I'm doing this fucking podcast. Jesus Christ. Next up, Glenn. Glenn, his favourite wrestler is Jeff Hardy, because he has always been an underdog and won every title in all promotions he has been in. Every title. He might have had his demons in the past, but that hasn't changed anything. Tremendous wrestler. Tremendous wrestler. I need a fact check on that every title. Where's Greg Cherry? We need him. When was Jeff Hardy the TNA Women's Champ? Was he? Main event question. Sorry guys, I'm eating one here. We could have a podcast, eh? All you people just listening to this, watching this, tuner-inners, must be thinking, what the fuck am I doing with my life right now? And I concur. 100%. Next question. No, next answer, sorry, is from That Sweet Weed in Arkansas. It's The Undertaker. There you go. I'm pointing at the wrong arm. That's Tony Schiavone. It's The Undertaker. There he is. The Undertaker, when I first saw his entrance, he got me chills. And first match I saw him was Triple H, Hell in a Cell match for the end of an era, which was cool to me for the first time, and the first time I actually got into it. Wow. Jesus. I feel like, what a way to make me feel old as fuck. Thanks for that sweet weed, but yes, my answer, I would usually give my answer at the end, but I'll give my answer now. My answer is The Undertaker. Mike Keys is next. Mike Keys says, all time, question mark? Undertaker. Started watching wrestling because of him. He's given his life to the business. I could go on for days, but all I'll say to finish is Hell in a Cell. Enough said. There you go. That's two references to Hell in a Cells. Decades apart. Well, what, 15 years apart or something? I can't do maths. Thank you, Mike Keys. By the way, these are in chronological order, so first come, first serve. Brian Doyle. Brian Doyle's favourite wrestler of all time is Stone Cold Steve Austin, bitch! Stone Cold Steve Austin. Up here somewhere. Where is it? It is. 316! Stone Cold Steve Austin. My current favourite wrestler is Kenny Omega. There you go. Thank you very much, Brian Doyle. And let me just double check if there was any eagle-eyed people that might have witnessed a little post. Because no one, I've not posted on YouTube in ages. But, does anyone know how to get to the community tab? It seems like it should be more. It's called posts now. It used to be called community. Let's have a look. There we go. So we've got some answers on who's your favourite wrestler. Let's have a look. We've got friends of Son of a Dash. Answers numerous. Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, Shawn Michaels, Big Show, Big Bad in 59, Stone Cold, Jeff Hardy, ... But best of all, Bret Hart. Nice. I was waiting for a Bret Hart. Joan says, Joan says, The Undertaker, hands down. Thumbs up from me. James Dunlop says, for me, Sting, 100%. It's Sting! Sonic DX22 says, Shawn Michaels. Fantastic. And last but not least, Banana Fritter for your breakfast says, Papa Shango. Mate, I was fucking terrified of Papa Shango. So look out for some posts now and again on the old... That was on YouTube. Post, who's your favourite wrestler? There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, now it's your turn to answer the question. And I'll pick some of the first ones. But obviously, we will start the show with who's your favourite wrestler next week. And we'll end the show with the web subs and the YouTube members who've answered next week's question, which will be available once this show has aired. Look out for the notification. But anyway, once again, thank you very much for tuning on us, for checking us out. It's been weird, but get used to it, motherfuckers. I need to get used to it. It's weird not having anyone to talk to. Well, apart from the rag, whoever the fuck that was. But thank you. You beautiful tuning on our fucks. Once again, it's good to be back in this debut episode. You know, serious and reliable. Who's your favourite wrestler? Credible and professional pro wrestling podcast in all of the land. The dirt. Oh, I just strained my fucking neck. Suplex that like button on YouTube. Subscribe and all that bollocks. Leave a 5-star review if it leaves, I don't know, if it ever goes on iTunes or Spotify or Amazon. Where do people listen to podcasts? I'm going to ask that question. It's probably YouTube, right? It's probably YouTube. Things are breaking over here. It's fine. Who's your favourite wrestler? Get your question. Get your answers in now. Professional, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a fucking professional. Get your questions and answers down. Remember one thing. We're all marks. And everything's a work. Motherfucker!
Fucking ridiculous.